July 20th, 2021, Rotoball Patch Compound. We have some stump issues. They are being mitigated with the fan. The issue is there was some moisture around the soil of the stump going into the ground when there shouldn't be. I do not water this area. Removed away a little bit of soil, ditched it out. It wasn't a terrible amount of water or moisture, but it's fair enough. And I've used a 50-50 concentration of Daconil and water to kind of spray the area. This will not hurt the area, I don't believe. A little bit of moisture is not going to hurt anything. The Daconil will keep it from having rot issues with its fungicidal properties. Cleaned up underneath this plant nicely. It is weed free for hopefully forever, but realistically a couple weeks. Plant's getting old and tired, which is a bummer. This bad boy needs to last us until late September, hopefully. 2350 Gingher stump, still solid as a rock, not having any issues whatsoever, much smaller. The plant itself is not as aged. Same size, put in the ground, germinated, everything's the same. All the nutrients are the same, just not as much age. The fruit on the Gingher plant, Goldie, is 38 days old and 284 inches on the OTT. Just an absolute blazing fruit. I wish it had a true self. This was an open pollination because I was jeeping. The jeeping was good, but my goodness, what a pretty fruit. Doing all right weight-wise. I'm not knocking it out of the park. You know the numbers. I hope to see 12 to 1300 pounds out of the fruit. Next oldest fruit comes off of the Burchett plant, 1342. This is Seneca. She is 34 days old and 295 inches. Slowed down from doing high-end 50s, 40s ramping into high-end 50s, to mid-30s overnight. So that's the reason we worked the plant, to see where our issue was. Still a very nice fruit, still have great hopes for it. We will swallow that blossom, that is coming, and I welcome it. Take it away. 1347.5 Rotoball plant has an unnamed pumpkin on it. Day 21 for it, coming in at 174 inches. Great looking fruit, relatively symmetrical. We do have a issue close to the stem, below the stem, where we have a crack. Person can get to see it. I think that's about as good as I can get for you. There we are. I did dust it with sulfur and scrubbed it with a toothbrush. I will likely get a fan on this fruit soon. Very pleased with its growth though. This is our 8-day-old squash. Happy to have a fruit set. There's a lot of plant pushing this fruit, and it is a very bloated plant, just like the Burchett plant. Everything gets the same nutrients. I don't know how that happens, but there it happened. You can see some green marks on the fruit. That's where the sap split at the blossom end. This thing's already trying to blow up. The stem has several splits. Had to lay it down the Rick Jolivet method with the Wisconsin sand dune, and it worked like a charm. Overall, I'm very pleased with the patch. I think we're off to a relatively decent start. I really like to get 3 of these fruit to the scale and have a good time, see some friends. And I don't think we're going to win anything major prizes this year, but we're definitely going to have some nice fruit. Still very hopeful. Any questions, concerns, thoughts, whatever, holler at me. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Doc out.